Okay.
Good, bro.
All right, Shalom, Akim. We would like to start off by giving our honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honor to our apostles, a great millstone, we well. Peace and blessing to the house of David, the elect of Zahavah to my left. And today, we want to go into how the earth is altered by way of the elites that run this world, man. And the way that you see people on this planet Earth, the billions of people on this planet Earth, and their actions are dictated by the laws and the systems put in place by the rulers of this world, man. All right. But the way you see the world in this state right now is not the way the Most High intended the world to be. And really, when you read throughout the books, the book of Ezra, all right, the book of Isaiah, but especially the book of Ezra, that's the Most High casting down judgment on man because he's not after his natural state, man. All right, primarily with the nation of Israel, because that's who he's primarily dealing with. All right, go ahead.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 4. It said, the earth mourned and faded away. The world languished and faded away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
The earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, man. Because the Most High had a perfect play in mind when he created Adam and the sons of Adam, man. All right, when he created man in their original state, he already had laws put in place to keep the earth in a healthy state. He already had laws put in place so man can continue themselves, all right, through existence, man. He already had systems put in place, man. All right, when you read Genesis, what's that, the second chapter, he breathed in the breath of life in Adam. All right, that was the law, statutes, and commandments breathed in Adam, man. All right, and ultimately he showed Adam how to orient himself on the planet Earth, man. All right, this is what you eat. This is what you don't eat. The proof on that, when everybody had to go into the ark, you had to clean and unclean animals. How do we have a system knowing what animal is clean and unclean? All right. So when you read the book of Ezra, you're reading at the Most High, looking down on the planet Earth and seeing how much man has deviated from that original Adam state, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And it said the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant.
Transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, man. So what happens to thousands of years of transgression for the Most High? Yeah. Only time I yawn is when I do a lesson, man, or when I'm praying, man. Let's say, all right. But what happens after thousands of years of deviating from the laws of the Most High, man? What happens after hundreds of years of saying, okay, it's cool for two men to have sex. It's cool for two women to have sex. It's cool for a woman to be the ruler of the household. It's cool to take the man out of the household. What happens after hundreds of years of doing that? Thousands of years, man, because we've deviated from that Adam state since the time of Adam, going into the time of Noah, man. All right. All right, but that original Adam state, which is really Yahweh Shai, that was the man made at the likeness of the Most High, man. And those laws, statutes, and commandments was making man in the image of the Most High. That's why the power said, let us make man in our image and our likeness, man. So he gave them systems to put in place to make them so-called a power-like entity, man. That's why it says in Galatians that, you know, when you're young, you need tutors, man. All right, so the laws are like tutors to make us Yahweh-like, man. All right. If you go into the history, all right, Israel was supposed to be like the Most High on the planet Earth. We were representatives of the so-called God on Earth, man. All right. This is the image of the Most High on planet Earth, man. All right. That's why we were ministers of the Most High, called the Israel of God, man. The Israel of Yahweh. All right. Did you have something, brother?
I was looking for. We keep going on it.
Well, you get Psalms 12 and 8. Because basically we are in a very perverted state. All right. It's as though the Most High built a house and he had house rules. And he had people in the house obeying those house rules. Then the Most High turned this. He went away and left those people to their own devices within his house. And he came back decades later to see that their house had turned into a damn crack infested,
a madhouse.
A madhouse, man.
Harlot house.
Harlot house. All right, crack house, harlot house is uninhabitable because they deviated from the systems to keep the house put in place, man. All right, and that's what happened with the planet Earth. The planet Earth is like their house, and the Most High has left their house. Or you go back to the movie X-Men Apocalypse. Apocalypto came back to life. Those as though the Most High came back to visit the planet Earth, his Earth. And the first thing Apocalypto asked was, "Who's the ruler of this world right now, man?" So the Most High is looking down on the planet Earth and seeing how the rulers of this world has perverted the planet Earth, man. All right.
This is Psalms 12:8, and it says, "The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted."
The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted, man. The vilest men are who the elites, man. The international banking families, man. All right. Just starting with the Rothschilds, all right, because they're the reason why people on this planet Earth are going after their own devices, which is ultimately going after Satan, man. All right, the very thing the Most High said, don't do, to the simplest thing, don't eat steak with blood in it. It's a damn. That's a. Now on this side, it's like etiquette. That's like a sign of having class. You eat a damn half live steak, man. So as far as being a transgender, man. Like I said, the Most High gave us laws during the time of Adam when we were in our organic state, all right, to sustain us, man. All right. And we were like the sons of God upon the sons of men. All right.
I got cool, bro.
All right, go ahead.
This is Sirach 42:24. I started 22. It says, "Oh, how desirable are all his works, and that a man may see even to a spark. All these things live and remain forever for all uses, and they are all obedient.
No.
All things are double against another, and he have made nothing imperfect. One thing established the good of another, and who shall be filled with beholding his glory." So a lot of things, that the elders expounded on. All right, Esau, a lot of ways that he destroys the planet Earth. All right, is trying to tamper what is already set up, man. The Lord already has systems, all right, what they call an ecosystem, that take care of itself, man. You see, the water comes down, it rains in due season. Certain plants grow at certain times, certain plants and certain herbs grow in different regions of the earth, man. But it's all for the benefit and the good for the living, man. Elder Ward went into how the plants that we need for our medicines, that they don't grow in the middle of the forest, they grow around our houses, man. It's a lot of medicinal, plants that grow around, our houses, man. So at the end of the day, the Lord already set up, algorithms, to take care of the people that's on the earth. It just has to be governed, all right, by the right people, man. And that right people, is the nation of Israel, man. You see, right now, Esau has implemented his system that's contrary, all right, to what is, man. Because Esau says that he is, So at the end of the day, half of the problem with Esau, if he just start tampering with shit, things would be much better off, man. But the scriptures say, "Woe to thee, O land, when thy prince is a child," man, because Esau is a child. He has no restraint, he has no responsibilities, and he has no accountability, man. He just does, man. You want something else, bro?
You can get I just quoted. There's a scripture in Sirach says, roughly paraphrasing, you should say, "What is this or wherefore is that? For all things have their uses." So every microorganism on the planet Earth is a part of a greater system, the ecosystem, all right, for sustaining the planet Earth. It doesn't need Esau's assistance. But going back to the lesson, you get Romans 1:26, how the women have deviated from their natural usage.
Yeah.
All right. Because there are systems put in place on this planet Earth to allow people to go after to deviate from the laws of the Most High, man. All right, there's a reason why the other nations were called heathens, because they never had the laws. All right, but now Israel has become like unto the nations in which they were sent to, man. All right.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 26. It says, "For this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature."
Yeah, what's that natural use, man? And a lot of our women are still having blonde hair. All right, the natural use being feminine energy, being in your feminine frame. Now you want to one up a man? That's going against nature. You got women, they want to dominate men. That's going against nature, man. Women being in relationships with other women. That's going against nature, man. But what philosophy is going throughout the earth that's giving people the green light to do those things, man? What philosophies and movements are going out every year being pushed? Hey, yeah, like how you push the movement, you push the people farther away from the Most High, man. All right, what philosophies are doing it, man? Going back to what Isaiah 24:5, you have changed the laws and the ordinances, man. All right, go ahead.
And it's verse 27. "And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of women, burn in their lust one toward another, men with men working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves their recompense of their error, which was met."
Yeah, men turning into damn homosexuals, man. You live a life of debauchery, and you get tired of women. You get tired of having sex with women. You get tired of normal, Most High created sex, man. All right? So you go through twosomes and threesomes and orgies and next thing you know, you got demons on you, man. All right? But then it says the Most High gave them over to vile affections. I mean, Most High gave them over to their own. Read that again.
It's
he gave them over to their own condemnation, right?
done. And it says, "And receiving in themselves their recompense of their error, which was meant."
What was the recompense of that error that was meant? HIV. But Esau was such an enabler. Is already common sense to anybody outside of the Western sphere that you do not put your rod in another man's anus. Esau has a pill when you receive that recompense of your error to help you live longer. All right, you talk to any you go to any STD clinic, they'll tell you that your chances of getting HIV skyrockets when you have anal sex, man. But here it is, Esau gives you a pill for when you get the damn punishment from the Most High, you can live longer, man. Mm-hmm. That's how dark of a world we live. Yeah. You see that pill commercial. Mm-hmm. All right.
Because even if you are an employer, let's say you have your own business, and you want to employ, and you want to get insurance on your employees. Now, if one of your employees is a homosexual, his insurance will be much higher than someone who is a heterosexual, man. The insurance companies consider him as a high-risk lifestyle, man, showing you that that's not natural, man. You know, how can your sexual orientation cause you to be a high-risk lifestyle, man? Showing you that it's off, man. You know, nature itself shows you what's right and what's wrong, man. And the Lord set it up that way, man.
And all things have their uses. Where are your sperm cells gonna go? You have sex in someone's anus. What's the purpose of ejaculating semen, man? All right, not to get out graphic, but hey, all things have their uses, man. We were here to reproduce ourselves, man. Mm-hmm. All right.
And Esau turned 6, into a sport, man.
No.
And it was made, to bring forth seed to forge a household, man. But we grew up in a culture where it has become, a sport, man. And that's why people get bored with it so quickly, and then, these women are played the hell out, because it's a lot of things that play into, we just live on a very low level, man, Mm-hmm. You had something else?
Yeah, Isaiah 29:16. Yeah. And one more scripture after that will be done.
This is the book of Isaiah. This book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 16. It says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For sure that made it, he made me not.
Yeah, Esau's a damn atheist, man. Evolution, Big Bang Theory, man. But it's part of the reasons why you deviate from the Most High, because you say he doesn't exist. So if he never existed, you have to follow his laws, man. Which is why the house, earth, is in the condition that it's in. All right.
And it says, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?
Yeah. That's the point, man. You've turned things upside down ultimately because you took the creator out the equation, man. All right? And now look at the earth, man. They had this movie called House, something like that, but it was basically about a guy having a house that he allowed, but he was metaphorically like the Most High, symbolically the Most High. He allowed all these people in his house, all right? But if you don't have rules set up to keep that house in a good condition, the house is going to deteriorate, man. And that's the earth, and that's what the Most High was talking to Ezra about, man, through the angel Uriel, man. All right? He was like, I made this house, this earth this way, and I put systems in place called the laws, statutes, and commandments are in the beginning when I first built this house. But look how much more the sons of Adam have destroyed this house by deviating from the laws, statutes, and commandments. Now I must visit my house again and put everything back in order, man. All right? All right, go ahead. Is that it on that?
This is Ian 16. Yep.
All right. Last scripture. Is it Isaiah 29 and 6? I think it's the same chapter.
When our righteousness are in the earth.
Yep.
I think it's 26.
26 and 9.
I got food for you. Now, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 94, verse 20. It says, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law?
Yeah, you frame as mischief by law. You got laws that's the exact opposite of the laws of the Most High. That's the exact opposite of the will of the Most High. Mm-hmm. You got laws protecting people that go against the will of the Most High. You got laws attacking people that's against the people that's against the laws of the Most High, man. All right? You frame it mischief by law, man, by legislation. All right, go ahead.
And it's and also it said, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, man? And it's talking about with the throne of righteousness, man. You know, it can't be two systems trying to run the planet Earth, man. Ultimately, it has to be one system, man. All right, because Esau, he uses deception of all these different governments and, you know, these politicians and prime ministers and, you know, congressmen there and supreme leader and all these different titles. But ultimately, it's one system that's running the planet Earth, man, and it's all leading to the Esau to attempt his new world order, man. You see? But that system gonna be rooted out, and the new system will be implemented, and it's gonna be in righteousness, man. But you can't have two systems, all right? You can't have two systems, you know, trying to run one kingdom, man. It's gonna fail. It's gonna be clashing, man. You know, so it's gonna be one system that's gonna rule the planet Earth, and that's gonna be the righteous system under Yahushua, man.
Yeah, you know, we get on women, so-called black women, Israelite women. We get on homosexuals. We get on niggas. But who allowed that to exist? Who allowed this thing that's out of order in the earth, these new things in the planet Earth to exist, man? Esau, man. the Satan himself, the devil himself, man. All right, go ahead.
This is Isaiah 26 and 9. It said, with my soul have I desired thee in the night. Yeah, with my spirit within me will I seek thee early. For when thy judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness.
Yeah, hey, and we're going to be the ministers of his judgment, man. All right, that's why it says the saints just take the kingdom. Then it also says in Revelation 2 that we're going to rule the nations with the rod of iron. We're going to forcibly, all right, implement the law, statutes, and commandments, also known as the judgments of the Most High, within the planet Earth. And then the nations are going to learn righteousness, man. We're going to break them in. They're going to be forced to. Moab's going to be forced to not eat snake and octopus. All right? People are going to be forced to keep the laws, man, or death. All right?
And whenever you bring in a new system, you got to do it with discipline, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why it's going to be 1,000 years of rigorous, captivity for these nations, man. And Esau, he could never come into righteousness. He could never be humble enough to come under subjection to righteousness. All right, so he's going to be rooted out, you know. But this righteous system that will be brought in, that's why discipline is going to be at the forefront of that, man. That's what anything you do, you know, because like even in just in these businesses that we work at, man. You know, if a new manager or supervisor comes in and he wants to implement a new system, he has to start with what? Discipline, man. Write-ups, fire people, and then people start getting a message, man. That's how it's going to be when the kingdom is instituted, man. You know, these nations going to hear about what happened, you know, to this nation because they didn't want to come up to the Feast of Tabernacles, or they tried to, you know, cook something unlawful, man. They going to hear about what happened, you know, and that's going to constantly be shaking the earth up, man. That discipline going forth, man. You know? That was it on that, man.
Hey, well, just ready to close in.
Nah, that was it, bro.
And with that, we hope we brothers are edified. Once again, we want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakodash. Double honor to our apostles, the great millstone, well. Peace and blessing to the house of David the elect. To the next time, shalom.
Shalom.